Welcome back to Old War Stories with Uncle Jay. This one is entitled Passover Lunch. Oh, what a shit show. Oh man, I'll never forget this one. I was in elementary school. 4th grade, 5th grade, something like that. We'll say 89 to 90. Somewhere in there. 1989, 1990. I was in 4th or 5th grade, which was in the upstairs of the elementary school. Obviously, there were stairs. And the railing that would come out was just a round metal bar. It would come out and kind of make a smooth bend, run down at the angle of the stairs, and bend back in at the other side and bolt in like that. Whether there was a holder thing somewhere in the middle, I don't know. It doesn't matter. But it stuck out from the wall about yay much. Now, it's called Passover lunch because, being the Jew boy, it was Passover time. And my mother wanted to be the good Jew. We were conservative, which means you follow most of the customs, but not all of them. You're not Orthodox, where everything is by the book, very Jewish. But she wanted to make the house kosher for Passover, and that's a whole big to-do. I'm not going to get into that whole thing, but you have to get rid of all of the chametz in the house, which is basically anything that's leavened. A leavening agent in it. So baked goods are really the thing. Bread is a big no-no. What do you have instead? Matzah! So you have matzah. So now, because it's Passover, you have to bring a Passover lunch to school. And everything has to be kosher for Passover. We hated this time of year, my sister and I. It was good for the first couple days, but then all the good stuff was eaten, and we didn't have any good stuff for the rest of it. So you had matzah. What's matzah? You don't want to eat it. If you've had a communion wafer, it tastes like nothing. It's like a saltine cracker without leavening and without salt. It's just plain. And it tastes awful. You put stuff on it. You could put charoset, which is chopped up apples, and walnuts. Some people do walnuts or raisins. And it's mixed with wine. And that makes, and everything has its significance, and or chopped liver. What am I, chopped liver? Yeah, it was actually good on matzah because it took away the taste of it. You could have that on Passover and various other things. Cream cheese you could have. So I think we would make like cream cheese matzah sandwiches. And that's what my sister and I had to bring to lunch. Now, in those days, we didn't have them Ziploc bags. Oh, they were around for sandwiches. You know, they were around. We just didn't have them because my dad wasn't going to spend the money on them. So we had the old style that has a folded over part and a long piece. And the idea was you'd put your sandwich in, fold this inside, kind of on top of, but inside the bag, of the top piece of bread on your sandwich or whatever you're putting in there. And then the other part would kind of fold over the rest of it. Kind of an ingenious design. Does it make it airtight like a Ziploc? Is it waterproof? Nuh-uh, but it's better than dealing with plain old plastic wrap, and it's easy to operate, and we had them. And that's what my sister and I took to take sandwiches for lunch at school back when we went to school and had sandwiches. So that's how that worked. But the drink has to be kosher for Passover too. Well, I don't know what this drink was. It wasn't bad. I don't know what kind it was, but it had the KP marking on it, sometimes in a circle, which means kosher for Passover. It's a special kind of kosher. I had forgotten that that bottle was in the bag, and that bottle was glass. So what I would do going down the steps, just for a little fun, is I would take my brown bag lunch and I'd put it on the railing, and if I had the chance, I would wait until there's room enough on the steps and I'd have it go sailing down the railing. And if it fell on the floor, it was a little like Capri Sun or a can of Coke or something, and it didn't matter. You know, well, we didn't really have soda, but I don't know what other drinks. I don't remember. Maybe it was soda at one point. I can't remember anymore. It was in elementary school. Juice boxes. That's what it was. You know, High C or whatever the fuck it was that we had. Those weren't kosher for Passover, so we couldn't have that kind. So we had this shit in a glass bottle, and I had forgotten that there was a glass bottle in there. So I put my lunch on the railing and went, shh, and I didn't make it in time. And it fell to the floor, and the glass broke. Oops. Shit. That's not good. Not only did the stuff all leak out through the bag onto the floor, and we have broken glass, but the matzah sandwiches were soaked. I fucked up. What can I tell you? Never made that mistake again. But all because we had to have these matzah sandwiches and the drink too. No good. Can't have high C. Unbelievable. It was this whole big to-do. You have to get rid of the dishes that you have. They're not clean enough. Forget running them through the dishwasher. Nuh-uh, that's something even fucking the leading national brand Cascade can't fix. You need special dishes. And we stored them away in a closet upstairs in the house. And we had to pack up the other dishes and get these out and use these things for 8 days of this Passover shit, or 8 or 9, whatever the fuck it. I don't even know. I don't follow this bullshit today. When you're an adult, you get to pick and choose what you do as far as your religion. If you're religious, that's great, but I'm not. So that's that. So that was definitely a mistake I made. Oh well, it happened. I had to get the janitor to mop it up or whatever, and I kind of didn't really eat that day, and couldn't eat the school lunch because A, they won't give me money for it. They'll front you to lunch. They'll give you that, and then they'll send a bill to your parents for, 65 cents or whatever it was back in the day. But no, can't have that because that's not kosher for Passover because we went to public school, so too bad. It is what it is. Yay for me. Oh well, I fucked up. What can I tell you? Anyway, that's going to wrap this story up. I thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all of you very much. Make sure that you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.